Hello everyone, it is me back again with a regular video, and if you read the title, which everyone has, you would know that I'd be discussing my custom damaged Edward from the Railway series, Edward's Exploit. But first off, I wanted to show Edward. I gave him paper faces. I have the rest of his faces over there. Yeah, I was able to swiftly cut his face off. It's not broken or anything, so that's success. And yeah, he's fine. This is the regular Edward. I'm not a train murderer, so don't accuse me of that. Okay, without further ado, it's only 40 seconds in, but here is Edward. Yeah, this took like a solid day to do. And while this might not be important, here's the tender I gave it. Back lining with the paint Sharpie, and I detailed the back buffer beam red because Trackmaster never seems to do that. Like, I had to paint that red, and I didn't do the under the buffers because I wasn't able to. But with this, I just used paint for the part under the buffers, so everything's red. If this would focus, hold on. As you can see, all right, there we go. It took like a minute to get this camera to focus. Everything's red. I'm pretty impressed. Like, the backlining is a little too short if you compare it there. Only barely, but it's a little short. But yeah, who cares? I would have detailed the front of this black, but I didn't feel like, it looks better like this. I don't care. So, alright, now with that out of the way, on to Edward. So, this was a little complicated to do. As you can see, I took off his regular side rods, and he has this cardboard fake wheel, if you didn't notice, because I don't think anyone did at first, on both sides. Okay, so let me just start from what I did first. First off, I had to cut off the Trackmaster 2 Edward face from this so I can put on paper faces. And somehow the faces fit both Trackmaster 1 and 2 models, and the Edward's face won't stay on the tape here, so that's the only reason why I was doing that. So yeah, that took like hours to do. I was just fed up with it. I'm like, oh my god, I just don't want to do this. But I finally did it, and because the face holds the smoke box together, I had to re-glue this onto the body, but it's fine. That's kind of why there's a little shabby right there. That's the only reason why. And next, I believe I painted... No, I didn't paint this. I went on to doing his wheel configuration. So, this is a bit complex to say. First, I painted over the fake wheels molded onto the plastic. Then I cut out two circular pieces of cardboard in the exact shape. And I painted them blue. They're not the exact same color as Edward's blue here, but I even mixed it so it would be this light. So yeah, I didn't do any details on it because I'm not that kind of guy. Then I had to cut his side rods at a specific length, and I super glued them together, as you can see right there. I could have painted over them, but I really didn't feel like it since it's supposed to be damaged. And I had to do that 2 times. I coincidentally had 2 screws with these head things over them, and they fit in the part where you would put Edward's side rod in his wheel. So I just added those there, and I put the side rods over them. They fit and they stay on. They don't fall off all the time. And I had to cut a hole for these fake wheels so the side rod would stick. And like, even though the tape is the glue is a little bendish now and not as secure, it still fits. Like, it hasn't broken off yet. Hopefully I didn't jinx it, but who knows at this point. And Edward still runs. I did not completely ruin this Edward. He still runs. I gave Edward his accurate wheelbase, something that Trackmaster 1 did with ease, something that Trackmaster 2 completely failed to do. So once I got the wheels out of the way, which took hours, like most of the day, then I went around, the next day I went around starting the damage. So basically I used, I think a set of pliers, a screwdriver, and scissors, and the same tool I used to cut off this face and this face, but mostly this face. It's some box cutter thingamajig, yeah. I'm too lazy to explain. I detailed his broken window, which is in the illustration. Yeah, I really like how that came out. I don't care that the paint is like all messy on this corner. It's supposed to be. And then I painted his windows. This was the last thing I believe I did, but I don't care. And I painted his whistle, and that yellow dot in front of the whistle, it's on, like, he has another thing in the Railway series, so I just decided that would be there to incorporate that. Same with Edward here, like, he has those two things, like, they're supposed to be yellow, but I don't care. Yeah, and so I painted the running board white around. I think I did a pretty good job with that, not gonna lie. I damaged it, and yeah, the last thing I did was weather this black. I just got a paintbrush, covered it in black paint, then I like had the paint, the black paint dry out for like 99%, and then I just smeared it onto the model so it would look all black and messed up. Like, I like how it incorporates with the white here. Yeah, I really screwed an Edward model for this. The side rod actually fits securely. Like, I don't know how I did it. It took me like a long time to get it to this point where the side rod can fit completely through. Yeah, it can fit. It can go back onto this wheel, and Edward can run fine. He's fine. It's just this. This is the only real damage I actually did. See, there we go. And painted his buffers and coupling. Yeah, gave him paper face. I have all the paper faces for Edward. Even his bracing face I got from Roblox. Thank you, Cool Beans 3. And originally this was going to be a surprise, but I was planning to do a Mainline Engines remake. Don't hold me onto this. I was going to remake the first 3 stories in like any game or something, like Wooden Railway Room, Cool Beans 3, Take on Sodor. Who knows? But I was going to do Edward's Exploit with models because I don't do that enough. I still haven't even completed that Twin Engines remake, and that was when I was at 400 subs, so I kind of screwed up there. I'll do something at some point. I already remade the Deputation, so who knows? Who knows? Overall, I am proud of this model. I'm glad it didn't have to murder it. Focus, camera, please. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't have to, like, actually destroy it. Yeah, I'm really proud of the side rods, though. They look nice. Only Trackmaster 2 could have done that. Yeah, I really like this. And I don't think this will appear in my series at all. Like, if it will, just probably, most likely be an Edward's Exploit flashback, because, duh. But yeah, I'll try my hardest, my absolute hardest to film an Edward's Exploit remake by, like, with models solo by myself on pieces of track. And also, an answer to all you viewers out there, yes, I have tons of track from my childhood and from present day. I just do not use it for episodes because it is tedious and I hate it. Also, are we just not going to talk about how I did the windows better on the Trackmaster 2 Edward than the original? Alright, that's all I have to say for today. I don't know how these videos can become so long. Like, this is almost at 9 minutes, almost. And it takes me hours to film an episode and just get it to like 10. So, without further ado, goodbye. See you in the next one. Oh yeah, and I might use that Thomas for something.